I have pistachios. Pistachios. And pistachios are awesome. Quite the delicious nut. I don't know why they're so expensive. Back when I was like 5, my parents got a whole lot of them for in big bulk, like 10 pounds of them for like $20. Yeah, quite the cheap thing back then. Now they're bringing like $6 a pound. There was like an underrated nut back then. Then the pistachios commercial came on, and now they're like a bajillion dollars. I don't know why. They're so simple, just crack them open. Nom nom on a small nut. Yeah. Yeah. And they even look like not clams, mussels. Which I think like makes them infinitely better. You get a mussel shell, and then you get a pistachio on the inside. Or a sweet, or a salty snack. Yeah, pistachios be epics. Yeah. I got a new deck box. Yeah. Well, this lighting's horrible. I'm not actually doing right. It's the whatever the is it guild mage. Yeah, the is it guild mage that friggin' probably target spell, or I forget the other ability. And I also made a dragon deck, which I am quite proud of, because it whooped ass. I can kill you with 4 mana, which is not typical of a dragon deck. It's like, well, turn 6, I bring out these 6/6s that do stuff. No. I do turn 4, Crucible of Fire. Then turn 5, Archwing Dragon for 7. Yeah, and if anybody knows what I'm talking about, congrats to you. It's just like, I hit you for 7, turn 5. It's kind of like, And Crucible of Fire is a really good card, very underrated for a dragon deck. And there should be, oh yeah, I got my pistachios on me. There should be a casual format around a certain card called Conjured Currency. You roll a die. Whoever has the lowest thing starts second, but gets the Conjured Currency. It's just like a back and forth card. You exchange control with a creature you neither own nor control. You go, and they go. So it kind of prevents them just going back and forth, back and forth. Well, it doesn't prevent them. It actually enables it. It enables back and forth. It costs 6 that you bring out initially, but the casual format thing would have it come out immediately on one person's side, the person who goes second, so you'll do something significant first turn, which you never want to do in that format that I'm making up, like as I go. You just don't want to do it. Then they get control of it, but you have control of the Conjured Currency. They do something significant second turn. You use it to gain control of their significant thing, and it goes back and forth for like forever. Until one guy brings out friggin' Oracle, and then you gain control of it, and then you win the game. And if you're playing 3-player, you play with 2, and the one with the highest roll doesn't get it. Yeah. So it puts something to go on having the lower roll, which I think is amazing. Yeah. That should actually be a thing, and not just something crazy that I made up. It should actually be a real thing. I would be owning it right now if I was playing it, because I own a Conjured Currency. A Conjured Currency. Yeah. It's like a 39-cent card. I know it's underrated and it costs 6. But if when they get to that optimal point in the game, they're going to have really big things that you want. And if they bring out a Fire Mind, or, I mean, and Niv-Mizzet Draco Genius, just gain control of it so they can't have it. It's kind of like, And they trade it with your other stuff, then you steal all their red and black. No, you steal all their red mana. And then you start using Fire Mind's ability, drawing cards. Just draw cards. It's Draco Genius, not Fire Mind. Why did I get that confused? Original Ravnica, new Ravnica. Yeah. Remember, original Ravnica was 7 years ago and I wasn't even playing then. I don't even know half the cards. But the Innistrad block is pretty good. Avacyn Restored is not that good though. The original Innistrad was really, really good with the werewolves. The werewolves were just like immediately. They were like turn 3, I make a 6, I make a 4/6. And then Hound of Grizzlebaron was actually a pretty good card. I actually still run them. You know, my standard constructed. Yeah. It is pretty good. It's double strike, Undying. But if they exile it right off the bat, there's no way you're gonna get the Undying out. Yeah, well, I think Young Wolf is still a mediocre card. 1/1 for 1? Meh. Undying? Meh. The only problem is I don't like to run green most of the time. I ran green blue on my sealed for Avacyn. So like everybody's like, what on earth is he doing? One of these morons. I got my big 10 mana cost thing out. Friggin' wasn't worth it. I got like a 10 bajillion thing, won that game, lost the other 2. It was just like Genesis Wave is a bajillion times better. Yeah. Yeah, and if you just run into a sorcery or instant right off the bat, you're like, I wasted 10 mana on nothing. Just nothing. Yeah. I like certain sideboard mechanics though. Like, Rise of the Eldrazi. Spawn Sire of Olamong. 20. You have Urmagul in your sideboard, you have Kozilek in your sideboard. You have all 3 of the legendary creatures that are the Eldrazi Titans in your sideboard. Yeah, you pay 20, get all 3 of those out along with a bunch of other smaller things for 20 mana. Which I think is groundbreaking. I know I wasn't really doing it back then, but it still was just groundbreaking. Urmagul is banned right off the bat. Because he's a 15/15 for 15, Annihilator 6, flying, protection from colored spells. Show him back in your library every time he dies or gets put into the graveyard from anywhere. Yeah, he's anti-mill, he's great. Yeah, but now in whatchamacallit, they have a new mythic called World's Fine Worm. It's a 15/15 trample. Whenever it dies, put 3 5/5 green worm creature tokens with trample into play. And whenever it's put into the graveyard from anywhere, shuffle it in its owner's library. And it's 15/15 for 11 mana. The only thing is you gotta run green. Well, Urmagul, you can run any goddamn color you want. Urmagul was colorless. Yeah, Urmagul was colorless. It was like the big thing that nobody wanted to play, but everybody liked him. When they played him. When somebody else was like in casual, just channel him in second turn. go down to 5 life, but win the game. That's where it got kind of complicated. Channel and big 15-15s for 15 colors. That's what I'm talking about. And anybody who plays casual like that knows. A CR mist exploded in my backpack, so I still don't have all four my channels. I'm missing one channel. I need that one channel to run my deck perfectly. And I'm gonna put the least menacing sleeves, like maybe something like kittens on that deck, and just be like, well, he doesn't have a very menacing deck. Oh my god! Ah! I've been alive. And it's kind of like the thing, never judge by a book by its cover. And that's a precise thing. I'm probably even going to sleeve all my eldrazi spawn. Yeah. That's if I want, well, I need to pay that much money more. Anyways. Yeah, well anyways, I put a chair leg on a CR mist in my backpack. Destroying a bunch of cards. Damaging a few mythics. Which declines them in value a lot. By a lot, I mean like everything. It was like, do I want a damaged Primeval Titan, or do I want a fully perfect Primeval Titan? You want the perfect one. And all my foils were ruined. I now have a foil counterflux because I got a booster box. I got a bunch of good cards in that booster box. Yeah. Booster boxes be pretty good. They're not anything like backpacks, which come with a bunch of land, which I actually like. Get a fat pack and a booster box, you just draft all day. You just grab 3 other people, draft. You can grab 7 other people. I just don't think it would be drafting all day. It'll be drafting for a little while. But my point is, get a booster box, get a land station, and then just be running with all your friends being like, pass. I was like cracking packs in 10 seconds flat. I'll check out anything that's not a rare or a foil later. That was my strategy. I cracked packs every 10 seconds. It was like crack a pack, crack a pack, crack a pack. I was done in under 2 minutes. Seriously, that's how much long it took me to open 36 packs. 2 minutes. Yeah. That's insane. You know, so like, yeah, I think, yeah. I didn't get any of the, well, I did get another Dreadbore, which is actually for trade, because I don't run red-black right now. Yeah. Blood Crypt, Blood Fountain, Rakdos' Return, Desecration Demon, which I'm actually glad to get. I don't run black currently, but if I do ever run black again, he's gonna be one of my go-to big things, because he's got 4. Alright? That's good, decent. But he's a 6/6 flyer, and if they make him tap, it just makes him bigger until they have no more creatures out on the field, and I just attack for like 10. Pithing Needle is also pretty good. As Zealot I got in my first pack, I was like, yes. Just, yeah, I got a Dreadbore, and I got an Asperia Supreme Judge. And I also bought 1 pack of N13. I got a Nicole Bolas. Nicole motherfucking Bolas. It's just like Nicole Bolas Planeswalker. I'm like, am I dreaming? And I even got a friggin' Archwing in my, well, I even have a Staff of Nin, which is actually a pretty goddamn horrible card. It's 6 land. All you get to do is draw an extra card and deal 1 damage to target creature or player, which I think is goddamn awful. Unless you can like get it in first turn, it's goddamn awful. Like pretty much like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. And you're just yelling at yourself, why did I ever pay 2.5 cents for this thing? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going as Dimir in the pre-release. My point is, is do what is really good at Magic. Do really good stuff, get really good stuff, foils are worth more, and I could go on for this for hours, but no. I'm going to end the recording in 3, 2, well no, I'm not going to do that. Well anyways, Doom Troopers, raise havoc, and goodbye.